Good morning, everybody. 3rd of October, it's Friday. It's a little bit chilly still. I've just been tidying up and I've got a skirt idea and I was trying to find a way of explaining to myself how I wanted to do it, but anyway, I digress. While I'm cleaning up, I thought I would just show you guys or fill you in on what happened last night after I finished filming, because I didn't record anything more after I prepared dinner. Digger! Wait! You're being a big baby. Can you sit? Sit. Thank you. He's sitting, trust me. See? Let Mummy just explain and then we'll play, okay? So last night, we were going to go out for dinner, but we didn't. You guys know that much. And which was good because I was really, really tired yesterday. In fact, I'm still tired today, but when am I not? And Jess arrived and then Evan came home and he was being all elusive and, because he's been teasing me about my birthday and saying that I'm going to get the gravel for the driveway for my birthday, but by all accounts he'd panicked and he was running around town trying to buy me things. So on the front doorstep was a parcel that I had to go and retrieve, and it was wrapped in brown paper and then in here. So I'll show you what I got. Thank you everybody for all the birthday messages. I had that many Facebook messages and texts and all sorts, and I was getting a little bit overwhelmed actually, to be honest. I sort of, you know what it's like. It's your one day of celebrity a year. So I got a real mix and match of goodies, including a couple of gifts that Evan had got for Digger, hence the reason why Digger's nagging at me, because he's already got one of them, but the other one is here and he can smell it. Now you've got one outside. I'll give it to you and you can bugger off. Oh, uh-oh. Hang on. So they're really, really tough. Because you break the tennis balls, take it outside. Goodbye. Okay, so I got this mug. And I said, oh, that's perfect, because I like to... I'm a bit facetious sometimes. Like, I always sort of have a giggle when knitting podcasters sit there with their hot mug of whatever and the cozy vibe, and then they start describing what they're drinking and what mug they're drinking out of, and I just can't stop laughing. So if you ever see me go, I'm drinking a nice... I'm just taking the piss. That's my confession to make. I'm a bit mean. So I've got an owl mug. A ruru. Right. And then I got this. And it had 3 of these. All the same scent. It's white jasmine. They smell divine, so that's good because I can pop one in different places. A really nice hand cream. Oh, sorry. A watering can. A gift voucher. A couple of books. So I've got this one here. I do like Miranda. She makes me laugh, so this is going to make me laugh. And this book here, which is also, she makes me laugh. And I already sort of had a little peek through it last night, and I was already laughing my head off at that. So this is going to be brilliant. So that was a really lovely little mix of things. And there was also a stuffed paradise duck with a squeaker in it for Digger as well. So he had great fun. He thought it was his birthday. So what am I up to now? I have just been doing some hand washing, and I've also got some other washing in the machine. I thought I could hear it beep, but it wasn't. I've just had a bit of a tidy up and move. I've got a whole lot of stuff that I'm moving out. I was collecting bits and pieces around the house as I've been doing this reset that belong in other areas, and then piling them up in the lounge, but I hadn't put many of them away until the rooms that I was dealing with were finished. So I had 2 bins of odds and ends of wool and knitting supplies and sewing supplies to go back out to the room, the she shed. I had, sorry, I've got my arms crossed because I'm cold. I've got some books piled up to go on bookshelf in the spare room, but I won't do that until I've pulled the desk out of there that lives in the hallway, so I have to wait for the hallway to be finished. So it's just things like that. So I don't know what else I'll be showing you today, but I will continue on, and when I have something interesting to show you, I will show you. Glucose. We don't need diabetes, we want cholesterol lowering.
I'm going to have to put my mask on, I think. It's not bad, it's just one of those niggly little colds. Yeah, just lots of tidying up today, I think. Tidying up. Washing machine is on, and
I don't think I've talked to you since before I went to town. So I went into town. I was almost talking myself out of it, but I needed to go and get pet food, so I had to go. And Jess had sent me a text and said, I'm going to be going to the op shops at 10 if you would like to come, because I'd said to her yesterday that I had some donations to take in, and if she wanted to, we could do it together. So we did that. It took me about 5-10 minutes to find my car keys, because I'd hung them up on the key rack, and I never do that. I was running around going, where did I put it? And I did pick up a couple of really cute little bits at the op shops, actually. Ironic, eh? But only a couple of things compared to what I took. What else? And then when I came home, I'm just trying to light the fire. The wood's not the driest, so we'll see. When I got home, what did I do? I sat down, I had some lunch, a cup of tea. Did I have a cup of tea? I'm not sure. And then I did some knitting because my head was all over the place. I was kind of like, oh, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this. And I thought, just sit down, chill out. So I sat down. I turned on YouTube on the TV. And I watched, who did I watch? Two people that make me laugh. Matthew, who is Fairy Godfather Knits, he honestly, you can guarantee a laugh. He'll get a laugh out of me every single time I watch him. And Paula, Stitched by Mrs. D, who almost always gives me a laugh as well. She's bloody funny. Hey, Dylan. So I watched them while I knitted, and that was just enough to kind of reset my brain, convince me I wasn't going to go to sleep. And I went out to sewing room. I put away the little bits that I put in baskets to go out there. You leave my bag alone. And started cutting out and working on a little toy mouse. So I've just come in now. I've constructed all the body, but now it's putting the eyes, sewing the eyes in, and I've made them too close together, and so now this mouse got really, and I was just like, oh, I need to think about dinner. I need to get the house warm. I need to stop hyper focusing on this thing, make it a slow craft, and come walk inside. So that's what I've done. Yeah, but it was quite nice sitting there. I was watching, well, I was out in my room. I was watching, what's her name? Is it Belle? Bella? Belle and Stitch? I always forget what her actual name is. Like, is that her name or what? I'm not sure. But I like watching her, and she's going through something that I've been through. She's got a mother with cancer. So those of you who are new here may or may not know, but I lost my mum to cancer 5 years ago. So, you know, she's going through a similar thing at the moment with her mum going through treatment and being really unwell. So, yeah, I could really relate to that. And I thought, well, you know, yeah. Oh, when I was at the library, I think I took some footage of the library. I finally found the book that I was looking for. It's just to do with types of food and recipe ideas for reducing your cholesterol, good for heart. So Evan's been to the heart specialist, to the cardiologist, and his cholesterol's not at a dangerous level at all, but it has risen from the last time he went. So we need to keep an eye on that. So yes. Yeah. But anyway, I've got this fire going. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you yawn. Oh, I'll show you the little bits that I got while I was out. Might as well. I need to blow my nose too. Oh. So, I shall grab that. Okay, so Jess spotted this one. I just need to try and take the price sticker off it. She knows I love these little houses, and I'd like to build a collection of them. Little tea light houses. So I've got that one. And oh yeah. And I grabbed this. It's like a paper towel holder, but I thought it would be good for my cones. So I've done that. And what's really interesting, if you look on the bottom, there was some writing, and it says Cody. So Cody's a type of native wood that we have here, salvaged from the Kaiti freezing works in Gisborne, and it says humble craft of Gisborne. So Woodturners made that, so that's quite cool. Bit of history there. Also at the Salvation Army, picked up this. There's stuff everywhere. Oopsie. So, sorry, you can't even tell what it is. It's a fireside set. So you got a poker. Can you see? Some tongs for grabbing bits of coal and stuff. I think that needs to be screwed on a bit better. Hang on a minute. Let me screw that on. Just so it doesn't and a little brush. There would have been, I'm guessing, a shovel, but there's no shovel there, but that's okay because I've got some shovels over there. So is it cute? So I'm quite happy with that. So it will sit down beside my fire. Perfect, since I've got the fire going again. I just got a scrap of fabric. That was quite nice. Very useful. And a little vintage shopper. So yeah, and then the book I got was Sat Bain's Eat to Your Heart's Content. Recipes to improve your heart health from an award-winning chef and heart attack survivor. Looks like it must be an English one. Yeah, it is. So I got that one as well, so I'll have a look through that later. I still didn't find a tissue to blow my nose. I don't like runny noses on vlogs. It's gross. But that need to be yeah, so I will try and nurse this fire, keep it going, think about what to have for tea, and sit and do some knitting. Okay, I went back out and I got the mouse and I thought, come on Carla, this is a job you can do in front of the fire. And I am so in love. Hello. Tomorrow I'll make you some clothes. This one is for me. Cute. Cute. Tail is just a bit of bias binding that I made. Now, let me show you who I purchased the pattern from, because it was a really good price. So her name is Jane Magic Craft. I got it on Etsy. She's from Kazakhstan. And that was the pattern that I purchased. And you get those clothes as well. Very easy. And I've just made this little one with calico. So cute. Oh, I need to figure out what to do for tea. I've got a headache. But anyway, yeah. Right, this is dinner. It's a weird chickeny pasta bake thing because of my lovely headache that I can't get rid of. I've just spent this time crocheting a blanket for the little mouse because she ain't got no clothes and she's gonna be cold. I haven't even sewn the ends in, so she's just sitting there.